Yes, TGIF.
You can have some rest over the weekend and relax a bit.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, we have a new student. Arthur has joined. He's from the Ural Mountains. I think if I pronounce it correctly,
Bashkortostan, yeah.
Bashkortostan, yes. Bashkortostan, yeah. Okay. So, Lydia, please, introduce yourself briefly so Arthur can get to know you a bit.
I'm Lydia. I'm from Moscow, Russia. I graduated as teacher and psychology, but now I work as a personal assistant in company which produce equipment for water. My hobby is reading interesting book and watching YouTube videos about beauty, handmade, etc. And what else? I like gardening and what else? That's all.
Lovely. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Ksenia, I don't know if she's back. She said she's away from the keyboard. Ksenia, are you back? No, she's not back yet. Okay. So what time is it there now, Arthur, where you are?
Now it's 1 p.m.
It's 1 p.m. All right, so it's further 2 hours than from Moscow.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we have difference for 2 hours with Moscow.
I'm just looking at the map, and so this is part of Russia, am I right?
Yeah, it's a part of Russia. But we very close connection with, if you know, Kazakhstan.
Yes, you're very close to them, yeah.
And Tatarstan, and we are also close there for nations. And we have a difference between Russian nation. That's why we are a little bit independent.
Oh, I see. But still, you're not an independent country. You are.
No. We are as the state.
Part of Russia.
Yeah. Like a state in the United States. Like.
I understand. Yeah. Because I was gonna say, if that's a country of its own, then I've never seen a country within a country.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Very cool. All right. So I'll brief. Ksenia's back. Ksenia?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, as you can see, we have Arthur, a new student, so please give us a brief intro about yourself so we can get to know you.
About me?
Yeah.
I am from Russia. I'm like to read a book, English, I like sport, I like cooking, and it's it about me.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Okay, Arthur. Well, I already told you where I'm from, and where I am now. So I'm living in the UK, and I've been here for 3 years, and I also spent about 4 to 5 years in Germany, and 2 years in Egypt. And I told you I like football, I enjoy sports. I also like technology. I'm into gadgets and smartphones, tablets, computers. History is something I also have a keen interest in. The study of different cultures and people.
In what history? Because I'm also fan in history about Roman Empire.
Yeah, the ancient civilizations, also Roman, many other empires that, have made an impact on us today, like also Andalusia, in Spain, the Egyptians, the Islamic Empire, the Greeks, a little bit here and there, and so on. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's pretty much it. Any questions?
No?
No? All right, lovely. Okay, so Arthur, this is your very first lesson. You haven't taken any other lessons for other teachers, maybe?
I took previously one lesson about leadership, because I'm now thinking about what time for me is more comfortable to speak, because at the evening it's not good in my time zone.
I know, it's going to be really late for you, yeah, and most
Yeah.
of my lessons are actually in the evening. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, so for this lesson, what we're doing is like a mini debate. We had this already on Wednesday, I believe, Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday evening, and both Xenia and Lydia were a part of that lesson. We had a very interesting topic. So now we're talking about caring for the elderly. Caring for the elderly. As you can see here on the picture, we all are going to get old eventually. And what happens to us then? Should we be put in care homes? Should our children take care of us, or what's going to happen? So this is what we'll discuss. So there is a passage that we'll read, but before we do that, we will look at these questions here on the right. Yeah. So, is the population of senior citizens getting bigger or smaller in your country? So you're all from Russia, so you can probably have a consensus about this. Lydia, what do you think?
I think it's getting bigger because in Russia we have a period of crisis. I mean, 90s years, 1990s, and young people don't want to have children because of the difficult situation, and there was small quantity of children in this time, and because of this, maybe if we compare a situation between elder or young people, older people becomes bigger.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Xenia, what do you think?
I think nowadays, I don't know, but the previous years we have a rise in birth tendency. We have some grants for women who have two children or more, and I think there are a lot of babies nowadays. So I don't know. Maybe we have babies more than older.
I heard that it's our government want to deny this grant after this year. I mean,
maybe, but I don't know sure about this politics about birth.
2015, the last year for this, I heard.
Yeah, perhaps. I think a lot of things will change now, and maybe because of the situation in Russia, and so I expect some changes when it comes to those grants, probably. Okay, Arthur has given us an interesting statistic there. So, is this 2013 over 41 million citizens, senior citizens?
These statistics from the government site. I just go to the government site, and it says that in 2013 there was 31 million people who get pensions, and about 33 million people who are the elders. For the man is after 60 years, and woman after 55. But the people from the army, from the police, because they have more, they have pension more earlier. There are about 31 million people, and it's a huge number because the whole population of Russia is about 132 or 33 million people. This is a dangerous statistic for me. It's very
Oh yeah, that's like a quarter, isn't it?
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And if we speak about Moscow and St. Petersburg and another 1 million cities where a lot of people who are in working age, it's good. But if we speak about little cities and where the population is about 100,000 people, this is a big question for them because a lot of young people go to the Moscow, to St. Petersburg to have to find a job, because it's in their cities, for them it's the problem.
Mm. Yes, yes, that's true. And what about, let's say, for example, 10 years ago, or 2003, let's say? Would you be able to get any statistics from then? Because that's how we would be able to compare whether it's growing, getting bigger or smaller. So it's probably increased. What do you think?
It's difficult to say.
Arthur is good at. Oh, there you go. The 2005, 38. So it was. Which statistic is this, Arthur? Is this like the 41 million compared to 38 million? Okay, let's check this out. Ah, right. So it seems to be getting bigger.
Yes.
According to that, I see. Ah, all right. Well, that's interesting. So let's look at the second question then. What are the advantages of people living to an older age?
For government or for common people?
Well, for the actual people, I think. What are the advantages of people living to an older age? You can give me both sides. What are the advantages for the government, perhaps, and what are the advantages for the people themselves?
As for me, I'm afraid of being older in my country because of beggar pension, and it's pity because many people devote their life to our country, but in the end of their life they becomes like a poor and beggars.
Yeah.
Beggar, yes. They, I very emphasize people, older people who come in hospital. It's hospital, hospital, and they try to take medicine, free medicine, but it's not possible sometimes, and they return for this. It's again not this medicine for them. I think it's it's torture for them.
So you don't think there are many advantages then?
Yeah.
You would not want to be.
No. In my country, no.
Okay. What about Ksenia or Arthur? What do you have to say to this?
But in my perfect dream country, I think a lot of advantages for older people, because I have a lot of time for traveling, for hang out with their friend, and I think they can they can take a lot of money from government because they was working for all their life. So it's many big. I think in some good countries it's more advantages than disadvantages for older.
I see. In more maybe let's say stable countries or developed countries, perhaps you might
Yes.
expect some more advantages rather than disadvantages. So what are some disadvantages, Arthur? Can you think of any disadvantages?
There are a lot of disadvantages for the older people, but I can agree with Ksenia and some points disagree with Lydia about advantages. The problem in our society in Russia is in system. Our country is not bad. If we compare with Singapore, they even have no pension there. The people from the Singapore, they can even at the age of 75, they work as waiters. It's a commonplace. That's why we have a bad system in Soviet Union, because every man thinks that the government should care of him at the old age. It's a terrible idea. That's why.
Знаешь, что он мне написал? Как чем я понял?
It's quite loudly.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I don't know where it's coming from. Maybe. Yeah, maybe you can mute your microphone if you're not,
Yes.
speaking. That'll help. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, thank you. That's why I think that for nowadays, you should think about your older age by yourself, not think about your government. Yeah, in Russia, the pension is about $600 or $700. It's about 100 rubles. It's about $100 or $200. It's quite little, but you can think about it for now. And if we speak about our parents, yes, of course, they have in a bad situation, and we should take care of them, because the country that they're working for, the Soviet Union, is not now exist, and Russia now government has a little possibilities for taking care of them, because they have no money for such huge number of people. That's why, my point of view, we should think about our older age, about our future today, and make savings, make bank accounts, make investments to live at the old age with money, and don't think about our government, even if we go to another country, maybe.
Yeah, that's a very good point. So you shouldn't rely or depend on your government to give you benefits, when you reach that old age. So rather prepare yourself. Have a savings account, from the day you start working. So you can imagine, let's say you were working for 30 years. So for 30 years, if you've saved up and you put money into an account, you would have saved quite a lot of money, I think, and you can use that, when you retire. Yeah, very good.
And I think there are a lot of disadvantages, of course, but it's now a trend, and for society is a great challenge, because a lot of people, even in the United States, in Europe, living longer. But living longer for now, it's not living. It's living better, I think, that now, because there are a lot of now possibilities for people in the 60s, in the 70s to go to another countries, to as Ksenia says, to travel, maybe to read books and other things. And it's a challenge for economy. They do not work, but I think that if all old people have a good medicine, a good healthcare system, they can even work for the economy, in government, maybe in the private sector, as a consultants, as deputies, and because they have a lot of wisdom of their life, and this wisdom they can use for the new generation. It's my point of view.
Yeah, very good point of view. Yeah. Excellent, thank you very much. Okay, let's see the fourth question then. What do you think, or do you think that the quality of life is better now, or was it better 50 years ago? Ksenia, what do you think?
I think in Russia the situation is getting worse than 50 years ago, right now.
Why?
Because it was look like communism in the year. Yeah, I'm right.
You mean
The answer.
the
It was
communist?
communism. Yeah,
Yeah, communism.
50 years ago, and
Yes, yes.
yes,
Not socialism, not communism.
yes, and that my parents and my grandparents say that it was their bright time of their life, and they like the past more than now. So I think it will be better than now. That it was the better than it is now.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, Lydia, what do you think? Lydia, your microphone is muted.
Yes, I think about it. Maybe the one hand, yes, now it's better because we can buy many things and we in shops, and we people in past can't do it because it was, I don't know how it's in English, deficit. Deficit. Maybe someone say me this word in English.
Deficit, maybe deficit.
Deficit, yeah, it's the same
yes.
word.
It was deficit in food and maybe in clothes, but now we can buy anything and shop. But people becomes more not so kind like 50 years ago. They was more friendly than now. Maybe because of difference between rich and poor, the society divide in two parts sharply. People who lives in luxury and people who live in poverty. Poverty, yes, and the number of people who live in poverty, I think, more. And I think now we live worse.
So you pretty much agree with Ksenia then?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Arthur, did you want to add something?
Yeah, I want to add for Lydia. In Soviet Union, all people live in poverty, except the high position of in Russia. In Soviet Union, it's called nomenclatura. I don't know how it be in English. All live in poverty because when I speak with my grandparents, they said that you go to the shops and nothing. You have a lot of money. You have money, but you can't buy anything. Or you could buy it, but you should go to another person, give a bribery for this. And other things. That's why I think that quality of life 50 years ago was worse than now. But the Soviet people have an ideology, and they knew the future, that the future will be stable. That they knew where they go, and that's why they were stable, and they think about their future in the positive terms. For now, even socialists, now many scientists said that many of our people think about the future in negative terms, not in positive. That's why
yes.
I think I think that the quality of life now, maybe in some, I agree with Lydia, in some terms is better, but we do not have ideology now, and this is a problem. About it affects the quality of life of a lot of people, and also. And I also agree with Lydia about the rich people and poor people, because it's a big question for our country.
So it's like the rich get richer and the poor get poorer.
Absolutely.
I see.
And we have no protest. United States have a protest, Wall Street protest, and they are very active about this. Now we have only one guy, Navalny, and all. Who is, he has a lot of problems about this, and other people are very passive about this. That's why.
Or they live in fear. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well put. Yeah, I think that was really well done. Okay. Any more additions?
I
And
think Lydia, you're first, and then I second.
I think healthcare become worse also. I know people who is 60, it's pension age, and after this age, ambulance don't hurry to visit them. If
Really?
if they have problem with brain attack. I know my neighbor who becomes pension.
Pensioner?
Yes.
Pensioner?
Yes, and he said, "Oh, it's different attitude to me after that. Doctors don't so carefully to me after that.
They don't
And
care.
in hospital.
Yeah,
in
they don't care for
hospital.
me as much.
Yes, even though he has money, he is not poor. But when he has a brain attack, and no, he said it's worse attitude. Doctors in hospital, only money in hospital. In this case, you will be good. If not, no.
Wow. So money talks in a way, isn't it?
Yes.
If you pay them money, then they will see to you.
It's awful situation now
Bad.
with healthcare. Maybe young youth and young people who don't touch this problem in his life because they healthy. Maybe they think it's okay, but no, it's become worse.
Okay, I want to add two things.
Yes,
From when we talk about past, Lydia and Arthur said only one bad thing in the past, that we hadn't enough things. I think food, clothes, but I think it isn't so important in our life. Things. So it's very unimportant things, I think. And Lydia just saying about health. Okay, but the price that we spend on our health, it's so little compared in USA. If you live in USA and you take care about your health, you should to pay about $2,000 per month for your health. And if you will ill or have some problems with your legs, body, their doctors will help you free because you pay 2,000. It's the smallest amount. 2,000 per year. But if we, in our country, in Russia, if we go to the hospital and we pay $2,000 there, we will be like a king. The doctors were dancing around us all time, all day. They will feed us with a spoon. So America, I think, they're more expensive than in our country.
It depends on salary, maybe, because in America people have more, bigger salary.
No,
and
it's a very difficult situation. No, it's not very big salary. It's a very big, how to say, налоги? I forgot. Tax, yeah, they have a lot of tax, about 50%. Not 50, maybe 35%. It's very big tax. It's very big offers for the house. It's a very difficult life there.
I think we in Russia we also pay taxpayer pay many money because
but we can take some tricks. Yes, all know that we can do some tricks in this system.
Maybe, but if we summarize all taxes, and we NDS and I don't know in English, NDS, when you pay tax, your employer
Employer, your boss.
Pay tax in healthcare and pension fund, but when we go to shop, we also pay 18% for NDS. I don't know how in English NDS in Russia.
It's called that in English, that tax.
If summarize, it will be more than 50%.
Yes, it's 35%.
Yes. It's not so small tax for us, and I don't know. It's strange situation. I think.
Ladies, I agree with you, but the United States have a big problem with insurance, and what Obama made, he made reforms in that sphere. But to be ill in the United States, and I was in the United States, and my aunt live in the United States, it's terrible because she comes to Russia to make or to get health care.
Yes, and I just said about it, yes. It's very difficult to take care about yourself in America.
Maybe. I agree, but the question was about our country, not American. And that's my opinion about my country. If I compare with other, maybe the other country worse. Maybe I know that Argentina and Greece has more difficulties in healthcare. But what about my country now and my country in the past? I think now it's worse situation. That's all.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah, that's good. We're having a good discussion here. You know, it's really good that we can share opinions and ideas and compare even with other countries. So it's fine. No problem with that as long as you're okay. So how are elderly people taken care of in your community? What happens to the elderly people? Are there care homes that the elderly go to, or do the children take care of the elderly?
Can I start, ladies? Because I live in Bashkortostan, it's a Muslim state. About more than 65% of the population is Muslims, and in our tradition, we take care of our moms and dads, and it's in our tradition. But I know that there are a lot of houses where the older people go, but they go there only if the state if the government gives such opportunity. And I know also that in Ufa, in the city where I live, it's the capital of Bashkortostan, there are a lot of lonely people who even have sons and daughters there, but they do not, their children don't care about them, and it's a problem. It's a problem, and this is not commonplace, but I know about it. But in my tradition, in my relatives, with my family, it's like a law. Maybe I know that a lot of people in Moscow, St. Petersburg, it's also like that. But it's like when we meet together, all our family, and it will be nonsense if somebody says that if our long-distance relative in old age has a problem with food or with the care, that's why it's. But it's about our tradition. Maybe ladies can add something and other things.
Okay, thank you, Arthur.
Yes, I think it's dependent on culture and religion. Muslim people more care about elderly parents. Yes, I agree with that. In Christian, maybe not so good situation because exist many homes for elderly person. And if we have good children and they can care about us, it's very good. If not, it's fate.
Yeah, it's fate. Okay.
Yes, and I can say that I think elderly parents take care about their children. They give them money, they give them home. I think it's common situation that children don't take care about their parents. Parents take care till they died of the children.
Yes, yes. While they have energy, they care about the children and daughters and
Grandchildren, yeah.
grandchildren. Yes.
Ksenia, why so? Why so? Why such? I know that this situation is a commonplace, but I don't speak about this. Why do you think that it's in our country so? Why parents, even in older age, when they say 65, take care about their children?
I think it's some mistaken in grown up of the children. I think they don't know how to grow up the children in right way, that their children stay a good person who can take care about themselves, about their parents. I think it's a mistake.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right, excellent. Okay, that's good. We've had a nice discussion. We've answered these questions here. So let's have a look at the text here, caring for the elderly. So I'd like you guys to read this for me. So maybe Arthur, you can read the first paragraph, please.
The elderly are becoming the fast-growing population in Canada. The improvements in healthcare and diet are helping people to have longer and better lives. Sometimes senior citizens are able to live normal lives and care for themselves until a very old age. But as most people age, they need caretakers at some point. As a result, more middle-aged adults are responsible for taking care of their aging parents. These people are often called parent sitters.
Excellent. Thank you very much. That was well read. Okay, so let's keep going. Ksenia, second one.
Parent sitters often have the elderly parents move in with them. The parent sitters usually have busy lives raising their own children, going to school or going to full-time jobs. It is especially difficult to take care of the parents when they are ill with diseases, such as blindness, Alzheimer's, and arthritis.
Arthritis. And Alzheimer's. Yeah. We're going to look at these words shortly. We have a little activity to do. Okay, thank you, Ksenia. Lydia?
Sometimes a parent sitter will decide to put a parent in a nursing home, especially if the parent becomes very ill and requires 24 hours of care. This decision is very difficult and often leaves the child feeling guilty and ashamed for not taking care of the parents at home. Many people feel it's the young person's duty to take care of their elder family member.
Okay, thank you. Keep going. Finish the last one.
Nowadays, people are living much longer, often into their 90s. So it's sometimes not possible for family members to care of these people at home. The choice of caring for aging parents at home or putting them in the nursing home has become a very difficult one.
Yes, well read. Thank you very much. So yeah, there you have it. You know, it is debatable, but if your parents, like they say here, reach a very old age and they have an illness like Alzheimer's or something that needs special care, which you maybe are not qualified in, you cannot provide that care, then you don't really have an option, do you? You know, like you said, it depends on the culture, the religion. You know, like in the Muslim faith, in Islam, it's very rewarding. This is the biggest reward that one can get. You know, to help the elderly parents, because you know Muslims, they believe they are looking forward to the afterlife. You know, so this is a very good way for them to earn that eternal bliss of paradise. So, you know, neglecting your parents is something not done in that faith. But then in other, actually in other cultures, in Greece maybe, let's say, I think they're also very caring, as far as I know. When it comes to
I also knew, Alan, in Italian culture.
Italian culture, yes.
No, Italian, in Brazilian, because I knew that in Brazil there are very close connection with families. Maybe I'm wrong, but I heard about this.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Brazilian, but I know that in Italian culture, yes, Greek, they are very attached, to their parents, and they do take care of them, when it comes to these situations. Okay, let's look at. We only got about 10 minutes, so let's look at the vocabulary here. See if we can. Oh, no, it's a bit too big. Let's see if we can match the definitions on the right to the words on the left. Okay, so the first one, okay, Arthur, you can do the first one, please.
Nursing home is a special hospital where older people live until they die.
Yes, very good. Yeah, special hospital where older people live until they die. Can you give me a sentence with nursing home, please?
There are several nursing homes in Bashkortostan where old people live, and mostly with disabilities.
Very good. Perfect. Thank you very much. Okay, Ksenia, second one.
Parent sitter, a person who takes care of one or both of their parents.
Yes, very good. Okay, give us a quick sentence, please.
If you have some possibilities to take care about your parents, it means that you are a parent sitter.
Yeah, okay. You become a parent sitter, yeah. And we also have like a babysitter,
Yeah.
People who are taking care of babies. Okay, 3, Lydia.
Guilty, feeling that one has done something wrong.
Excellent.
And emotional people feel guilty very often.
Yes, very good. People who are very emotional. Excellent. Okay, 4, Arthur.
Alzheimer's, a disease that causes a person to lose their memory and ability to move. Very terrible disease.
Yes.
The common disease in the old age is Alzheimer's.
Very good. Yeah, good sentence. Ksenia, 5.
Diet, the usual food and drink that a person consumes.
Yeah, B, very good.
If you want to lose some weight, you should to have some diet.
You should go on a diet.
You should go on a diet.
Yes, very good. Okay, thank you. 6, Lydia.
Blindness, being unable to see.
Yeah.
Blindness people sometimes use dog for helping them. Special dog.
Yeah, that's blind people. Yeah.
Blindness.
This is the noun.
Blindness caused to people should have helping of special dogs.
Okay. Maybe people with blindness.
People with blindness, yes.
Or people who suffer from blindness. Yeah, need a special type of dog.
Yes.
To help them. Yeah, very good. Okay, 7, Arthur.
Middle-aged people who are between the ages of 40 to 60.
Yeah, very good. Okay, how would you use middle-aged in a sentence?
The sentence. a middle-aged person is a man who he's a middle-aged person because he is 53 years old.
Yeah, nice and easy. Very good. Okay, 8.
Duty. A responsibility or obligation.
Very good. Mhm.
Nowadays, the people have so many duties, so they get depressed.
Okay, yeah, they get depressed easily. Yeah, they have
Easily.
too many duties on their hands. All right.
Ashamed. Ashamed. Feeling bad about something that one has done.
Yes, yes.
I'm ashamed when I hear filthy speech.
Filthy speech, a filthy language.
Filthy language, yes.
Yeah.
Filthy language. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very good.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what does mean filthy?
Filthy, it's like mud, по-русски.
Oh, okay.
But you see, when you say ashamed, usually when we say ashamed, it's something that you have done, or maybe somebody that represents you. So if you hear somebody, swear, or they use coarse language or filthy language, maybe if you know them, then you would feel ashamed because you know them.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But if it's a stranger, you have no reason to feel ashamed.
Ashamed? Ashamed for these people who said this, who is speaking like that. Ashamed.
Yeah. Well, you see, when somebody is ashamed, usually it's because you have done something wrong and you feel ashamed. So you would feel ashamed for putting your parents into a care home.
It's like guilty, yes. Guiltiness.
In a way, guilty, but ashamed is like, oh, I feel really bad about this. I shouldn't have done that. You have shame, basically, yeah?
Okay. All people have situation when they become ashamed, when they're thinking about their past.
Yeah, okay, good. Maybe some things that they have done in the past they feel ashamed about, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or I'm ashamed of my past. Yeah, maybe I wasn't a good person or whatever. Okay. Should we do the next one? Okay. Elderly. Arthur?
Elderly, older people.
Yeah.
Elderly. How it used to. I feel good in my elderly. No.
No.
No. Elderly. Elderly. Older people I know how to use, and elderly I don't know. Yeah.
So it's usually an adjective, but if you want to refer to people, you can say the elderly.
The elderly man want me to help him.
Yeah, very good.
Okay.
Excellent. The elderly man wanted me to help him. Perfect. Good sentence. Okay, we're running out of time. We only have about a minute or two. So here we have 5 sentences, and let's see if you can use the vocabulary that we've just learned and fill the gaps of these sentences. So, Lydia, you can do the first one.
John took $25 from his sister's purse. Now he feels Guilty and ashamed.
Very good. Yes, he feels guilty. Yeah, because he's done that, and he feels ashamed, which comes after.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. All right, second one. Xenia?
Susan's mother is 90 years old. He has Alzheimer's disease and can't remember very much anymore.
Very good. Yeah, she has Alzheimer's disease. Excellent.
My
Three.
friend.
Yep, go ahead.
My friend only eats fruits and vegetables. She has a very healthy diet.
Excellent. Yeah, that was good. Easy. Okay, Lydia, 4.
My grandmother lives in a nurse home. Is it? I forget. Nurse home?
Nursing
home.
Nursing home. She is taken care of by nurse because she has become ill.
Very good. Yeah, she lives in a nursing home. Okay, last one, Xenia.
People who are 50 years old are called elder.
Are called
elderly.
In
middle
the
age.
50s?
Middle age. Middle age.
Yeah. Remember between
For
40...
me, elderly.
Oh well, I hope you're not going to say that when you reach 50 about yourself. Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna think that you're a middle-aged person at the age of 50.
It's a psychology problem, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Well done. That was really well done. So the vocabulary was pretty easy, I think. You all understood it quite well.
Yes.
So that's pretty much it. We don't have much time to debate, these two topics here. But we've discussed a lot at the beginning. So I will give you the link for this PDF. There it is in the chat. You can click on it, save it to your computer, and have a look at these topics and see how you would, go about debating it. Maybe not debate with yourself, but try to find someone you can debate with. And on the very last page, you have some very useful expressions when it comes to debating. Yeah, Xenia and Lydia have already seen this. So Arthur, you can have a look at them, when you are, having a little debate or discussion with someone. These expressions are very useful if you want to kindly interrupt. So you could say, "I hate to interrupt, but," or "If I may come in here," or "I'd like to say something." So even this, I can see, yeah, you can practice it because during our lessons, there are times where you would like to say something. I can see Arthur has used it, and he politely asked for permission to speak. Which was very, very polite. This is a good thing. These traits, if you have these traits, they're very good. And these phrases can help you. If you want to express an opinion, it is my belief that, or in my honest opinion, from my experience, and so on and so forth. Or persuading somebody. Okay? Oh, any questions?
I have a question only, Xenia. Can you say me this abbreviation, what it means, AFK? Because I see it very often and I don't know this meaning.
Out of keyboard.
Away from.
Away from keyboard. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Understand.
Yeah, it's just abbreviation that we use when need to step away from the desk. Yeah, so away from keyboard. So if I want to, ask Xenia, I'll know that she's not there.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. That's it. No other questions?
No.
Okay, that's good. Well, thank you very much, Arthur. Very nice to meet you. I hope you have a very great day, all three of you, and I hope to see you later on. I know Arthur probably not. It's going to be late for you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're most welcome. All right, bye-bye. Take care.
Bye.